recording.
Oh,
We're back.
Hey. Cheers, y'all.
Let's have a seat.
We're gonna have a seat.
Yes, we are.
Where's your coffee?
I got it right here.
Right there. Can you see
In my
us?
cup. Yeah, in my cup.
Oh, myself. Well, this was Elizabeth Colon.
And I'm Maricel Melendez. And this show is about
A little bit of
nothing.
and a lot about
Everything.
All right, so we've been gone for like forever, like
Forever.
literally forever.
Yeah.
Because we took a hiatus because we wanted to sort of revamp the show. And every time we were going out, people were just saying, when are you bringing BoricuaTALKS back? When are you bringing BoricuaTALKS? You guys had great energy. And we realized that we really didn't need to change anything because it's unscripted and we just talk about nothing. I think that's what made it so well. So we are back.
Yes, we are so excited to be here. Yeah.
I know you guys seen us together but out in the community, but
Yeah, and it was because of you that we came back together because everybody was like, "Where's the BoricuaTALKS? What's the show?" I didn't know it was that. A lot of people were watching and they love us.
I mean,
What's not to love about us, though?
I know. She's the funny one. I'm just a little bit more serious, but she brings out the funny out of me and the funniness out of me.
And she knocks some serious into me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, we need to tone it down a notch. I'll be like, okay, mama. Okay, I'll do it.
No, she says, that's why I love you so much because I wouldn't want it any other way. I want you
That's
to talk to me straight.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
I can't see you. She listens.
Well, I have been told that I am not the girl that you go to for hugs and kisses, but I am the girl that you go to get you going.
And the
So
brutal,
self-love.
brutal truth.
The brutal truth, right?
But I accept it with lots of love, and I wouldn't want it any other way, like I say.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Yeah, so
here's my café. My café búscalo broke, but this is the National Museum of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture. And I have to say that they've been doing some really great things out there. And I was recently at their Barrio Fest that took place, and she was there too. And I loved that I got a chance to reconnect with Omi, cooking with Omi.
oh yeah.
And as soon as I opened my mouth, I don't know what it was about my voice, but she's like, I know you. You're Elizabeth. You're the one that gave me a chance to be on your BoricuaTALKS show, right? And I'm sure that she probably told the same thing somebody said separately, but it wasn't all about me. And then she turned to Rebecca Hoffman and the other lady and said, she was one of the first ones that reached out to me. Confession, it was her, not me, but I took the credit.
No, but we're two peas in a pod. So you know the thing is that yeah, I did a little search on her and I fell in love with her, and you can check her out. We have her on one of our episodes. I don't remember which one, but
Probably 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Probably 2 years ago.
yeah.
And then this weekend, I meant to wear my t-shirt, but I did not. Sonidos de mi Isla. How many of you went to the Symphony Orchestra of Puerto Rico? They made history. We're the National Museum of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture made history. Billy Ocasio, shout out to you and your team. But they haven't been in the US for like 20 plus years, and they finally made it happen. And it was alive, and people were just loving it. And I had this young girl next to me that wants to go to Puerto Rico now because the music was just so upbeat. And I am so proud to be a Puerto Rican.
I did see everybody posting on Facebook. I didn't get a chance to go, but I did love the flag on the stage. People on the audience had a flag.
I always forget to bring my flag.
Oh man, we gotta get that used to. You know, my last flag I had, because I take it everywhere.
Yeah.
Nicky Jam took it from me. He didn't give it back. So if you come across this, Nicky Jam, please give me my flag back. That was my concert flag.
That was. Well, you have an interesting story because you and your friend go out, and she's Mexican, you're Puerto Rican. You guys go to concerts together. And I went to one concert with them that was the Ricky Martin and I kept on saying Julio Iglesias. I don't know why. But it was either Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique
They're like,
Iglesias.
it's not Julio, it's Enrique. Anyhow, this one had her Puerto Rican flag, the other one had her Mexican flag, and we had second row, and they were obstructing everybody's view. Everyone's. So they're the type of
Even
people.
yours.
Yes.
Hold it.
I don't even want them sitting next to me. I won't go to another concert with them. It was not good. So apparently that's what they did. Nicky Jam took it away probably for that reason.
Like, you know what? Other people pay for tickets, so let them see.
That's how I feel. I feel like if I'm paying $200 for a ticket and I'm front row, let me see the show. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, that's why we paid that amount of money so we could be up there and he could see our flag representing. But it's not for you to keep my flag, Nick Jam, so give it back.
They want to be discovered, that's all. They want to be discovered.
We want to get them on BoricuaTALKS now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Nicky Jam.
What's going to happen?
But you know, Bad Bunny's coming also. That's a big ticket. That's a hot ticket now.
That's a big hot item. And they've been seeing, he was in Orlando and I saw on Facebook the stadium of all the people that attended Bad Bunny. That guy he was on something. I was looking at the TV very close to see where I could see the strings, but he was floating on a tree above the stadium. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
He was just like,
I can just imagine.
Yes, I guess he's very creative. He was a news. And I was like, wow, if that soul got breaks and he falls, in trouble. But it looks like a really good event to go. But
I did see him. When was it, like a couple years ago?
When he was a nobody. Right? Like he was a rising star.
He was going up there. He was on his way. He's very talented and the show is very entertaining. It's not like the one that we've seen with Ricky Martin. He was very mechanical.
Yeah, Ricky Martin was.
It's like we were at a Cirque du Soleil.
Enrique was fun. He came up.
He was.
Ricky came.
Julio.
He stayed away. Julio. Yeah, Ricky was very guarded.
Yes, he was. But no, Bad Bunny, I mean, if you get a chance to go to the concert, do so because he does put out performance.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
He does. I think he was really good.
And Karol G's coming back too.
I'm going to go see Karol G.
We're going to go see Karol G. 200 copas. 200 copas.
So that's what I was doing this weekend. So going back to my symphony orchestra, I got to meet some of some of those individuals that were in the orchestra, whatever they're called. But they were so excited. They were young kids, excited to be here, wanting to come live in Chicago.
Wow.
But they were just so honored. It was a once in a lifetime opportunity for them. And
I didn't know that. What was I doing Saturday? Oh my God.
I can tell you what she was doing Saturday night.
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
Oh, the Lord.
I thought I was watching porn because somebody was sending me pictures of a pole dancing.
It's something, I got it out of my bucket list, so no more pole dancing for me. I do still have bruises. It was lots of fun. Twerking, I was in pain for 2 days. No more twerking.
No more twerking.
No, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You even sent it to my son, and he was like laughing. He said, "Mom, your buddy said send you her videos." I'm like, yes.
I think we should try it. I would go try it so you could try it. It's fun. I mean, it's an experience. I mean, if you see these girls on those poles, they're very talented because I couldn't get off my feet, but I tried. And then I was swinging on one of those circle bins. I was very Cirque du Soleil. And then I dressed the part too. I felt so sexy. I was like, oh, sexy with some fishnets.
She had a booty on her face when she was in there. I'm like, really, Marisol? I want to see this. I was like, no.
And I look at me. She's over there making history. I'm over there, like underground. I made history on that pole.
Sadly, a lot of people didn't know about it, but let me tell you.
Yeah, it wasn't very well promoted.
It wasn't well promoted. However, they had like 1,000 people there, so yeah, it was very
like a private invitation. Who's the in? How is it they say? It's like who you know is not what you know, it's who you know. So you know who, so you went to the orchestra.
So I know who because I got who backseat. And, I kind of even laughed because You know, when you go to a symphony orchestra, you're supposed to be really quiet and you're supposed to like dress a certain way. You're supposed to be focused. But we weren't like that. We were there like
I could just
talking, clapping, and I know you're not supposed to do that either, but of course it's in our blood. We gotta clap. We're clapping.
Well, the Puerto Ricans, we're Latinos, we're loud.
We're loud.
That
And la
is a
bandera was
given.
waving. And so I was asked to be interviewed, and I was like afraid and freaking out because I didn't know anything about the orchestra. I was like, oh my God, they're
What
gonna
pueblo they coming from?
yeah, nothing. Like I knew nothing. Like, oh my God, it's gonna
Are
be
they
Thursday.
coming back?
No sé. But let me tell you about so I told the guy, and he was talking to me in Spanish. I said, don't go and ask me any questions about the orchestra. And then I said, but I want to know what you're going to ask me anyways. So he goes, they're going to be simple questions. And I'm like, okay. And so one of them was like, what did it mean to me to be there? Which I pretty answered. And then the second was, what do you think the gringos are going to think? And I was like,
amazing.
I got this one. Basically, when they hear our music, it's going to warm up their blood and they're going to want to book a flight to Puerto Rico and check out our island because they are going to be mesmerized with our music. Is kind of what I said. And probably in different words, but
Yeah.
that's the gist of it, right? And of course, we had some gringos sitting next to us and probably thought we were crazy. And I wasn't intentionally trying to be loud, but, you know, it tugged at my heart.
Wow.
It tugged at my heart.
Yeah.
Right? And you just like, ooh, you know, they even sing, not even sing, they did the musical too, Mi Viejo San Juan.
Wow. See, I really missed them. Now I'm sad. I would have chose the pole anyways. No, I wouldn't have chose the pole.
Are you sure about that? I think you would have.
No, I love going to those events like that, you know, especially the Puerto Rican, you know, orchestra. And the thing is now with the music nowadays, there's no instruments. So now it's just, you know, that little machine and the people singing. But that is
Very amazing.
that was awesome.
So I have to say one more thing about the National Museum of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture. I have to read it because it's such a long name. But actually, they're bringing a beautiful exhibit to the National Museum September 14th. And it's the first time ever that those paintings are leaving Puerto Rico.
Wow. See, that one I won't miss. Let's put it on our calendars.
Priceless exhibit.
Wow.
And then on that Friday, they have the Raíces Gala.
Mm.
I'm going to go to that too. They have that one out. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So there's like a lot of
I know
Puerto Rican culture stuff.
I know who, so I'm going. No. But don't they have something in this weekend at Navy Pier? Aren't they affiliated with this event coming up?
No, it's the
that's
Puerto Rican Arts Alliance, and then this is the National Museum of Puerto Rican Arts. Two different things. The Art Alliance focuses, I mean, I guess they both focus on art, but the Puerto Rican Arts Alliance, which is under the direction of Carlos Hernandez, is more about the Cuatro, Chichen Quetzal de Cuatro. So it's at the Polk Center. So I will be there.
I don't know if I'm going there.
Why? You have to go.
Because I'm about to go to Navy Pier.
It's right there.
No.
Yeah.
Up and doing.
Polk Center's right here, and every piece right there.
Ah, okay. Can I bring Chewbacca? I got a new dog. My baby. Check him out, Chewbacca Life on my Ponce Life.
Chewbacca
is running my
not
life.
trained.
And no hace caso. He listens to everybody else.
Okay, te manda a ti.
I know he does.
He tells her, I mean, that dog does not stop barking. And it's a Pomeranian. And my friend told me to tell her that she has to train them because all they do is bark. And all he does is bark.
Yeah, he does. He just barks. Oh, but he learned how to sit and he gives me paw. And when he brings up his paw, I'm like, oh my God. But see, work in progress because I also keep him away from my room. I go, no. And he walks out of my room. I don't want him in my bed. That's one thing where I drew the line. I'm not in my bed, not in my bed. So he, poco a poco, we're communicating. But yeah, he communicates more out of barking. Remember, we were talking and she's like, what's going on? I'm like, he doesn't want me on the phone.
No, I do not. No.
Well, I'm so excited to be here. I mean, I know that I also recommended books last time. So I'm reading one really interesting, a Puerto Rican woman from New York. And Ana Davario did a segment in The View discussing the book, and it's going to be a mini series. So I'm excited because I started reading it. I didn't know it was going to be that. And plus, you know, a Latina woman, Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Let's give her a shout out. It's a good read.
Well, I'm reading The Go Giver. It's not a Puerto Rican book, but
It's all that guys trying. So check it out. We'll discuss it next time. I'm almost halfway. I was reading it during my trip, but it's a very good story and it's a true story as well.
There you go.
Check that out.
Mine is more about giving and not receiving, right? Kind of how you manifest things in life. I just kind of needed a refresher on all of that. So it's a very short read. It's probably like not even 100 pages, I don't think. So I'm halfway through it too. Very interesting. And that's kind of how basically I do live my life like that. Like
Yeah.
I do manifest and tend to give more than what I receive, I believe.
Yes, and then just be grateful for everything. I'm grateful, and we manifested bringing BoricuaTALKS back because it's good for our health because tú sabes que el bochinche is good for the skin. So we talk about.
Viste, that's why we're glowing porque hay tanto bochinche.
Oh my God, yeah.
Y tú más trigueñita que tú.
I was in Mexico. I was in Cabo, Tequila, and that's why we really didn't come together because yo me iba, ella venía.
I took 3 trips in 10 days and I came back and God knows what happened to me. I got COVID again. So my second time with COVID.
I know.
But I renewed my 10-year anniversary, my vows.
Yeah, that was so sweet. It was so surprising when I seen it on Facebook. I like, oh no, I need to call her. ¿Qué pasó? I didn't know about this. I thought we knew everything about each other.
You know,
and it was nice.
It was so funny was that I didn't even tell my husband when I decided to officiate the 10-year reunion. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to surprise him, right? And then as we got closer, I think I told him like the day before, I'm like, oh, hey, guess what? And he was really excited, but then with that, he's like, okay, you got to write our vows, and these are 5 things you got to touch on. I'm like, seriously? Oh my gosh, I'm not inspirational. I'm not the greatest writer. Excuse me, but I had to get into that mode. I started writing, and it was funny because, you know, we've been together for 14 years. I've known him for 22 years, and we were nervous. It was like we were like, I had to grab his hand, and then you know, they say when they exchange the vows, and you say I do. He kept on saying yes, yes, and then I say you're supposed to say I do. He said, oh, you know, it was like really funny. It was cute, but it was really nice. It was private, just us two.
Yeah,
and it was in Galena, and it was just really beautiful. And I think a couple of weeks before that, we did a marriage retreat because it's something we always wanted to do, our 10th anniversary, not for any major issues or anything like that, just because we just
to keep connected and refreshing. Communication.
Communication is a big thing with couples. Nobody wants to communicate, you know. I laugh because my son, he's like 10 feet from me, and it's a text, and I'm like, Mario, Stefan, I don't want to talk to you this way. I'm like, what are you going to do when you're in a relationship? You guys going to text each other while you're in bed? What, you know, that human connection, which is important for presentation skills, for communicating, just in general, that's all going away. I'm telling you right now, if I ever got kids and they have phones and they want to communicate, they ain't talking to abuela, because abuela no hablar. Forget that. You're going to call me. I love interacting. I get like high off of people because just their energy flows. You know?
No, definitely. You know, one thing you mentioned is the grandkids. My grandkids know that when we're together, they put their phones away because I need to know what they're doing and just have a conversation, you know. Oh, and I wanted to say happy birthday to Elijah, my grandson. Remember what he went through? My little Spider-Man theme on Sunday, so happy birthday to him. But communication is key. That's why I only concentrate my relationship right now is me and Chewbacca. And he's a handful. Hey, let's tell him about the time we were at Barrio Fest and I was there and I only leave Chewbacca in the crate for 4 hours.
No,
she did training.
Yeah, exactly.
So she gets there 4 hours later that I've been there, and she's like, "Oh, let's go over here. I seen some nice earrings. Remember the earrings?" I go, "No, I gotta go."
Yeah, she does.
It's been 4 hours. I gotta go. She goes, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm serious. I gotta go." Communication, you know, it's like if I had a life partner, I would be, you know, respecting the time.
No, I wish this was live because I'd be asking all of you right now. How many of you go back home every 4 hours to go tend to your dog?
Well, I started with 2, and then 3, and then 4.
No. When I got my Shih Tzu, and he was trained, and it sounds cool, and it is kind of cool. But anyways, I met a couple that was training their dog, or had trained their dog. And they said the best way to train them is that you have to keep them in their crate so that they learn to wait to go to the bathroom and do certain things. I can leave my dog at home 24 hours alone, and he will not do anything in the house. But she doesn't want to do that. And then she's like, every 4 hours, like, imagínate, so when
I
a road
wanna-
trip, we got to turn back around because she has to go get Chewbacca. No, I don't think so.
No, and then I'm going over to a friend's house and I'm like, can I bring Chewbacca? And they're like, okay, well, bring the cage. Well, I'd be more at ease. I mean, when he gets older and because I think I do it for me, not for him. I do it for me. I mean,
But when
I'm
he
like,
gets older, he's not going to be in those habits.
well, I'm extending the hours. Maybe this weekend I'll leave him for 5. Let's push for 5.
4 hours and 15 minutes, and then 4 hours and 30 minutes, and then you go up to 5. No.
But I already left him when I went to vacation.
No, you did. But you have to be watching him though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the cutest. I mean,
He's
talking about Chewbacca, but he's the cutest little dog.
He
Yes.
is.
Puppy, because he's a puppy.
He's a puppy.
He's a puppy. He's
7 months.
7 months already.
I've been in my life for 4.
Wow. Dogs are something else.
They are. He loves me.
Yeah.
And I love him.
Let me tell you, my son is leaving for college.
Mm.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think it is. 1 week that we take him, but my dog is 12 years old and he's losing his hearing and he has a little bit of dementia. And one day he was just barking like at nothing. And I was like, Ruffy, Ruffy, and he wasn't responding. And I was having one of those moments. And I was like, oh my God. And I start to cry. I'm like, my dog's gonna die. And then my son is leaving. And I'm gonna be by myself, an empty nest. What am I gonna do? And I'm like all emotional over the fact that I'm gonna lose 2 people at one time. Not 2 people with a dog in my life. And my husband looked at me, he's like, girl, you are like, what's up? Like, what was wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, Stefan's leaving. Because
Yeah.
I'm an empty nester. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I'll bring over Chewbacca. But when my son left at 18, he graduated high school and his dad bought him a house. So he left my house. He left the nest permanently. I was devastated.
Yes.
So I know how you're feeling. It's like, I know he was like 2 blocks away from me living, but it does still hurt because they're coming home or, they're home. They're texting from upstairs or whatever, but they're home.
Yeah.
But now it's different. He's going to be far.
Well, I just don't know because I'm a little hyper. My husband's a little more quiet. And so I don't know what I'm going to turn on.
They'll be like,
Liberal. It's like some husband. You better pick up some hobbies really soon.
But I think that a lot of people are going through this right now.
Yes.
A lot of people are going through
I
it.
think it's every year, but you don't notice it.
Yeah.
It's your turn now, and it's my
Your
turn.
turn.
Yeah, it's like now it's my turn. And now I'm like, oh, no.
Well, I think that's what happened with me, being Jacob, he's 22. So I don't know. I fell in love with Chewbacca and he filled the void that I didn't know I had, but he's there to stay. He changed my whole schedule. I could be out for 4 hours.
And I'm up at 6:30 walking. She's up at the 6:30 walking Chewbacca.
Yes, and he's barking at the whole neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. And it's Chia. I don't bark, it's Chia.
Because he wants to play. He wants to play.
I know. I had to
Oh, you know what? There's something else I really want to share. Gwen La Roca. Oh my God! Congratulations to her! Yay! Congratulations. Gwen La Roca just finished her HBO special, so we're looking out for that. And she also has Mi Casa Es Tu Casa, the one-woman show. How do you pronounce that?
Aguillon.
Aguillon Theater. So we're going to be going. Yes, we're going to be going. So make sure you go support our Latina women in theater as well.
Yes, we just went to Latin Lucas.
Yes, that was so much fun. Yes, we seen Melissa.
Oh, I saw her. She was actually at the symphony.
Oh yeah.
And I went up to her like, oh my God, girl, I was looking for you. She goes, she actually had to leave, sadly, because they were doing a dedication to Mina Salazar, who passed away.
Yeah.
And so that's why she said normally she would stay. But she lives in LA and she was talking about how crappy the food is and not having community. Well, I have community out there, so I was gonna hook her up, and I did.
Oh yes.
Like, you need to go here, and it's my hookup is not even my family, but they take me in. It's my husband's cousins, and they cook really well. Yummy, yummy, yummy. They just have a beautiful heart. So she's gonna go over there and have
That's awesome. Because what is she doing? She's doing Grey's
Grey's
Anatomy. Yes.
Yeah. I want them to give her a bigger part, and she doesn't have a big part. She has a small one. I know we got to start somewhere.
Work in progress. Yes.
But I want her to be in the operating room putting up somebody.
Yeah, going through her, what's that called? The intern
Residency.
huh? Residency. Yes, there she is. Yeah, she'll get there. She's very talented and very beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I love her, and as a person as well. I don't know her, but the small interactions that I've had, I get good vibes. Good vibes, girl. Good vibes.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yes.
Pues mira que rápido se fue 30 minutes.
I do.
I know. We have so much to talk about. You will not believe, everyone, that we will be talking about things will be happening. We'll call each other, oh my God, wouldn't this be great for a Boricua talk show? But yeah, we're not doing the talk show yet, right?
Yeah.
And then a little earlier, you said something that I said, oh my gosh, what was it? When you were
Yesterday I was looking for peanut butter in my mom's
Oh.
cabinet, and my mom goes, por ahí yo vi una botella de kipi. And I'm like, Mom, there's no peanut butter here. And I was like, and then I got here to record, and I go, oh my God, you got skipping. That's what I told you about, Mommy. I didn't know they like love you, Mom. She supports me in everything I do. And viviendo la vida loca with Chewbacca. And she's in love with him too. But it is time, and I could talk on and on and on about Chewbacca, Boricua Talks, our friendship, how we met. We still don't remember, but we're glad we did.
We're here. Yep. And it's
We're
going
here to
strong. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So everyone, until la próxima.
Yes.
We're going to keep it real, unscripted. We're not going to worry about making it like perfecto, because there's nothing perfect about either of us. But
No,
we do just have fun, and just want to bring you a little bit of laughter. I know we may have been a little bit hyper today, but we were truly, truly excited.
We're excited to come back.
Yeah.
Oh,
until next time.
cheers. Bye.
Let's get closer to you so I can see your face.
Yeah.
Yes. Bye. We will see you next time. Of course. Bye.
Should I cover it?
Never mind.
Bye.
Done.